Did you get new glasses? No,
No,
your
my
eyebrows. Oh,
Yeah, like this is not makeup at all. This
beautiful.
is just, yeah. You don't
Nice.
care.
I totally care.
Uh-huh.
But I can tell like that it's not makeup. I see what you're saying. That's cool.
Yeah, but like I don't have to do them. I don't have to touch them at all. And I actually
Wait,
have
what
eyebrows.
did you do?
It's the microblading. It was my touch up, like 6-week touch up to like
Wait,
fill
is it
back
a
in.
tattoo or is it?
It's like a semi-permanent.
Oh, okay. I see.
Ja, ja, ja.
Okay. You don't care.
Either way, the way you answered was very up. Oh.
My mom would do that to me all the time. She's like, "Oh my gosh, you love my hair?" And I'm like, "Mm-hmm." I have no idea what you're asking me. It looks the same as when you left, but I totally love it.
Well, it's because you're used to seeing me with makeup on, but now this is not makeup. It's just
Nice. Lovely.
see, time efficiency. I got that done because it's important to me, and now I don't have to spend 10 or more minutes worrying about my eyebrows and trying to make them look right in the morning.
It takes you 10 minutes to worry about your eyebrows?
Well, I mean, sometimes I would do the same exact thing every morning, but they didn't always come out the same, and then I'd be like frustrated and annoyed, and just the fact that I could do it in the first place, and then like if I see myself throughout the day, like, oh, my eyebrows don't look good today, and I don't have to worry about that.
Well, good. Looks
Little
fantastic. Little
thanks,
things make a big
Sierra.
difference.
Okay.
Oh,
Ready
I gotta
to
get my
record the audio.
No, I am not ready because I don't have my recording device pulled up. Whew. I do like recording on Jay's computer better than my laptop. I will say that because then I don't have to move things and it's just right here. Testing. This is a test. This is only a test. All right, it works.
All right.
Are you starting or am I?
I started last time, so you can start.
Okie dokie.
Oh no.
What are we talking about? Wait. Oh, hold on. Okay. Ready? You tell me when.
1, 2, 3, record.
Recorda.
And no,
1, 2, 3.
We'll see how that goes.
We'll see how it goes. What is the name, the title of the episode? Top 3 ways to enjoy work more?
Yeah.
Okay.
We enjoy work so much that we don't even know what we're talking about.
Super glad that I'm starting this one. So on it. Okay. Welcome back to another episode of the In Raw Life podcast. I don't know why I said it like that, but that is what you've got today. We're super excited that you're here, and today we're going to go over the top 3 ways to enjoy work more, all a part of our work-life balance theme for the month of January. But before we get into that, I would just like to ask you a big favor. Can you stop what you're doing right now and rate this podcast? And if you even have a little extra time because of all the time-saving tips you've been learning from us, you could go ahead and write a review too, and we'd so super appreciate it. That just helps us to get our names out there a little bit more, helps this podcast to grow, and the more we grow, the more women we help. And if you help us to grow, then you're helping those women too. See how it works? It's so great. Maxie agrees.
Maxie agrees. Girl.
Do you want to talk about the?
I would once the dogs hush. Oh, Maxie. Has the threat passed?
Yes. Nope.
Oh, no. I need a soundproof room. And if you really want to be a part of an awesome community where we all encourage each other like that, where we give each other value and tips and tricks, we have the most amazing, diverse community of empowered women. It is called Work-Life Balance for Empowered Unstoppable Women on Facebook. And this is a group where you can join and you can learn some of our other tips and tricks. We show up live every single week, giving little nuggets of ours that we're learning and doing and implementing, and that our students are learning and how they're going through our information so that you can get the best out of what we have and also share in this community with other amazing women who know that they can do it all, who know that they can make a huge impact on this world, and who know that it's really possible to enjoy the heck out of life, but are learning how to do it all together. So that's Work-Life Balance for Empowered Unstoppable Women on Facebook.
All right. So I guess we just jump into it. It's so weird that we're not doing reality checks every
I know.
episode
Wait,
now.
you know what? We can tell them about what else they can get from this episode, though.
What do you
Something
mean?
special.
Oh,
And
right.
free.
Surely we can. Um, in lieu of our mission to, in lieu of, is that right? I don't know. In
Yeah.
honor of our mission to save you time, we are cutting our reality checks down to just once a month. We still definitely believe that they should be shared, but we want to save you time. So we're cutting them down to once a month. And instead, we're replacing that section with a freebie just for you. Today, we have for you an amazing work-life balance planner. It's a 30-day planner. It can be done in 7 minutes or less, and it helps you really organize your day and get your morning routine in. It's efficient and it's free. So go to the show notes right now and click the link and sign up, and you will get your uh, work-life balance planner absolutely free.
Ta-da!
Okay, so there are 3 steps that we have to help you enjoy work more. But before we get into those, I really want to talk about one of the biggest steps that you can take to enjoy work, but not everybody is able to take this step. That's why it's not in the top 3. However, I still think it's really important to discuss. And that is if you're in a job that's draining you, if you're not feeling fueled or fulfilled, if it's sucking the life right out of you, maybe it's time to take a big, bold, brave step out of the current job situation and into a new one. I mean, right now, the way the world is, there are jobs everywhere. Every business is hurting for employees. So now is the time. If you're miserable, now is the time to look somewhere else. It doesn't hurt to look. You can tell the place you're looking, please don't tell my employer, and they won't. And so you could, at the end of the day, you can end up just keeping your miserable job. But best case scenario, you're pushed out of your comfort zone a little bit and you get to find a new job that actually fuels you, that makes you thrive and fills you with delight. And like, I'm not saying, quit your job and become an entrepreneur and risk it all, which Jess and I have done. And that's not what I'm saying at all. Like, I mean, we haven't risked it all, but like, I know that we've both taken very entrepreneurial risks, and that's not what I'm talking about. If that's what you want to do, go for it. But I mean, you can take a calculated big step that's not very risky. It's just scary to leave your comfort zone. But honestly, like with the discomfort you're feeling, it's not really a comfortable comfort zone anyway. So it's probably time to move on. So I just want to encourage you, if you're in a place where you feel like the job sucks, then like if you needed permission, here it is. Go and look for something else, because I know that Jess and I have both been in those shoes and moved on to other like corporate America jobs and been so incredibly relieved when we did.
Yeah, I mean, I've had so many even close people in my life who have been in draining jobs, or like they're taking on a new job because it's like, oh, here's the pay, and excited about different things. And I've had a talk with them, like if it's before or during the draining part. I'm like, I just want to check in with you. Is this actually going to make you feel good? Like, is this excite you to show up to this job every day? Like, even one of my best friends during college, I remember she was in a job that it was starting to drain her, and I encouraged her to please just find something that didn't drain her as much, because I wanted her to be like feeling her best and enjoy herself. Even my boyfriend, I'm constantly encouraging him to make sure that he's taking the steps, even if it means a pay cut sometimes. Like, as long as you're still able to support yourself and who you need to support, to find what fuels you. Because a job, we're not meant to just show up to work and hate life until we retire. Like, that sounds awful to me. We're meant to enjoy what we like, love what we do. And some people enjoy stuff that other people really could never imagine enjoying, and that's fine. It's whatever like works for you. I do even want to plug in, like, where I found my day job, which was a big bold step for me to take into finding my job, was hiremymom.com. I think I have a code. We'll put that in the show notes if I can find it. But hiremymom.com, for any women listening, if you like, they have local jobs, but mostly online jobs, but you can find something in so many different areas and test it out, even like see if that's something that you enjoy and love, because sometimes they're temp jobs, sometimes they're contract or long-term or whatever, and just like test the waters. Like, that's what I did with my day job. I thought it sounded really cool. I liked the interview, but it is contract work, so like, long-term contract. So I stepped into it and I freaking love it. So I want to encourage you, like, you just never know what is actually going to fuel you. And it's okay if you take that step and it fuels you for a while, but it's only the step to what's next. So
yeah. And just like you said, that sometimes like maybe even taking a pay cut is worth it, because you can't just look at your monetary income. Your income includes money, it includes benefits, but it also includes happiness and fulfillment and purpose and appreciation of life. And if you're going into work miserable, that's taking years off your life. So how much money is that worth to you? Um, so I know. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, I did an interview with one of our authors from my day job recently, and he's, I want to say, in his 70s, and he was, big Mr. Corporate CEO guy for so long. And during the interview, I was saying, what made you want to tell your story now? Blah, blah, blah. And he said, I was this corporate guy for so long, but I missed out on so much of my family. Like, I think his kids even said to him at some point during it all that they missed him, and whatever, I don't remember exactly what the words were. And that was a huge eye opener for him. He's like, I don't want that. I want to encourage others that they don't have to do that either if that's not working for them. Like, you need to be there for your family while they're there, or else they're not going to be there anymore. Like, nothing is promised, whether it's people like literally passing and like you can't have them anymore at all, or it's just there's been too much, like, I almost want to say like a moat, because I'm thinking, your bridges burned or whatever. Too much distance, that there's not that strong relationship. And then you have to like really build it back up again. So like, dive deep into you. What's super important to you to feel every day, and what's going to help you do that? This thing keeps going on.
Well, if you are in a job that you absolutely love and you're like, I'm never leaving this job, or I'm not leaving this job anytime soon because it's thebomb.com. Or even if you're just a little like, it's not your favorite, but you're definitely not going to leave it. Or yeah, like whatever.
Or if you just actually can't leave right now because of finances, but you want to eventually, like whatever your situation is.
Yeah, whether you love work or don't love work, here are our top 3 things that you can do to enjoy work a little bit more. Numero uno is take regular long breaks. So there is actual research behind this that says that you should take an 18-minute break. I don't remember how often. I feel like it's less than 2 hours, like, that you should take an 18-minute break. But like, and you think like, oh, 10 minutes, like I've got my 10-minute break. If work allows, work needs to allow for this, obviously. But like a 10-minute break sometimes isn't enough. Like, it's enough for you to go to the bathroom and get more coffee, but your brain is still in work mode. But if you actually like give yourself time to step outside, go for a walk. I know when I was in corporate America, I would walk to the further bathroom. The bathrooms, you had to go outside to get to the bathrooms, and I would walk to the further ones because that walk felt good. I got to like feel the outside air. I got to like breathe in the sunshine, all of it. It was wonderful. And that really helps because then you're kind of like, you're letting your brain refresh. And I know, like, especially if you love your job or if you're like, if it excites you, you're like, oh, I got to sit here. I'll just sit here for like, just 2 more minutes while I wrap this up. And 2 minutes leads into 20 minutes, leads into 2 hours. And the next thing you know, you've been at your desk from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. and you're still not leaving. And that's not like at the end. I mean, we've talked about this in many episodes as well, but you're not getting quality work out there if you're just hustling and not giving yourself any breaks.
Yeah, I mean, no matter what your job is, there are labor laws where you are required to be given certain amount of breaks per hours that you work. But take those breaks. Like seriously, find a way to step away. I've been in jobs before where I'm like, oh yeah, this is my break, but then I'm kind of still like in it or like kind of thinking about work. But like literally, you need to set boundaries inside your own brain and with people at work, even if you love the heck out of it, and step away and take your time for you. Oh, there's a cat in my backyard. Sorry.
Jessica's break in the middle of the podcast.
I saw like squirrels going back and forth like typical, and then all of a sudden there's like a very big black squirrel. And I was like, oh no, that's a cat. But yeah, you need it for yourself, and then you can come back to whatever the situation is, a better, more functional you to do what you need to do.
I just want to just point out how, like, okay, of the two of us, Jessica is the organized one, the one who's time efficient and all of that. And even Jessica has her squirrel moments. So like
her cat moments.
Well, you thought it was a big squirrel at first, which is hilarious.
I know, that's what I thought. It is funny.
We all have those moments of like getting distracted and getting a little off task. And I think sometimes when that happens, it needs like, okay, I probably need to like take a little break. Or if it happens too much, I mean, there's other things. There could be other reasons. But no matter what, like it's okay to take breaks sometimes, to step away, to, I don't know, like, I mean, you could scroll Instagram if that fuels you. Bye. But also like, I don't know, like just being in a different place than work. It like you're letting your mind go to a different place. I think it's a necessary thing, not a lazy or distracted thing.
So like I work from home and I have my little office area, which is just off my bedroom with an open doorway and leads to our backyard. But like once I'm clocked out for the night, I don't really come back here, even though my closet's here. Like I don't even really look at my desk or think about it being here. The boundary shuts off to come back here. Even if like if I have downtime and I just want to like read a book or look on my phone for a little bit, I don't do it here because then it's me somewhere else. It's not me at work.
That's so true. Since my laptop has been down, I have been forced to stay in like this little corner and I kind of love it. I mean, I don't like, I like my freedom, but I also like this is my work spot and this is where I do all the work. And so I think even when my laptop's back up, I'm going to try to still, mine is editing the podcast. I like to edit the podcast while I do dishes, which has been a huge deterrent. But besides that, like, I think I want to work up here because it helps me focus on work. And then when I'm done, even though it's in my bedroom, like, again, like this corner is just work. And it's exciting when I look over and I see my, like I've got arrows, drawings on the wall and my vision board. Like I look over there and I'm like, I get to show up to do something I love every day. That's awesome. But that's my only thought. I don't think about work. I don't clock in. It's like a whole separate area. Only if I glance over here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So important. Okay. Number 2.
Give it away, Jess.
Number 2, and we talk about this all the time because it's a huge part of what we do. Super important. A healthy morning routine so that you can get into the right frame of mind for the day. Now, when I say morning routine or when we say morning routine, it doesn't mean it has to be like a whole arduous, I do this and then I do that. And then it takes me an hour and a half to get up and wake up and I have to get up so early so I can get it all in. No. It's what works for you, but that's actually fueling you and not putting you automatically in response mode to other people and taking care of other issues, but like taking care of you, your body, your mind, your heart, all of those things so that you can go into the day with the right frame of mind, like I said, with good energy, with actual energy versus being tired, and just like, excitement for the day and whatever comes your way.
And you might be thinking like, well, okay, so a morning routine, I'm not doing that at work. How is this helping me with work? But like just like Jess said, it helps a healthy morning routine helps you with the entire day, including work. One of our students, I love telling this story because it's just one of my absolute favorite. She stuck to her morning routine every day, and there was a day where things were crazy at work. Everyone was stressed. She said she's a nurse. She's like, patients were hitting the floor literally, like everyone was a disaster. And her affirmation and meditation that day were focused around the phrase, I am calm. And because of that, she was like, I'm calm. None of this is going to affect my day because I am calm. And she did that at like 5 in the morning because she woke up, did her morning routine, which was quick and efficient and worked for her, then had to make lunches, drop the babies off at school, get herself to work. Like she was also a student. Like she had a lot on her plate, but she still made sure to hit her morning routine. And so by the time, 5 hours into work, everyone's going crazy, everyone's exhausted, nothing is going right. She was the only one who stayed calm, and the rest of her coworkers looked at her like, what is going on with you today? Like they noticed too, because they were stressed and she wasn't. And that just shows you how much it doesn't matter how much time has passed. If you get that morning routine done first thing, it sets you up for success the rest of the day.
Yeah, you can like fall back on it basically. I know that especially when I'm really, really good about my like hitting all the things I want to in my morning routine. And I mean, it takes maybe 30 minutes, 45 minutes if I'm getting a good workout in that day. I am able to, like, I don't feel tired as I'm getting Emmeline ready for the day, and I'm getting myself ready for the day, and I shower. And then, sorry, another cat came out.
Oh my gosh,
they're now so weird.
Are hilarious.
Well, I almost didn't say anything. I was like, okay, I'm not gonna say anything. And that like took my thoughts away. But like then I come to sit at my desk for this is now work starting time, and I am completely ready. I feel good. Like I'm excited to answer emails, like they're mundane things that I do the first thing, but I feel good about it and I'm excited about it because nothing else is on my mind because I've taken care of me. And also, even once you get to work, you can set up, as long as your work is structured this way, you can kind of set up a little mini routine of this is how I set myself once I'm at work, so that like just even reframes your mind again for the day.
Yeah. And then speaking of part of your morning routine, this is our third step for enjoying work more. It's something that you should definitely include in your morning routine, but I also think you can implement it as soon as you're having a bad day or any kind of stress at work, and it's gratitude. We're huge advocates of gratitude. If you've listened to our gratitude episodes, I'm sure you know that by now. But seriously, gratitude can just change your approach to whatever's happening. So like the day is stressful, you had a client who drained you, or your boss is just like really being hard on you. If you just pause and say, I'm grateful for the fact that I have a job. I'm grateful for my income and that it provides for my family. I'm grateful for the roof that like over my head that I can pay for because I have this job. I'm grateful for my opportunity to work with these people. I'm grateful for the challenge that I'm facing because it's helping me to be a stronger person, which is going to help me more in the future. Like there's such a variety of things you can find to be grateful for. And that will completely shift your attitude about work and give you propel you into what you need.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely a huge part of our morning routines, and that's literally the second that I'm aware that I'm awake, I start gratitude in my head, just to, even if it's my basic run through of things because I'm too tired to think of everything. But that does give me energy to pop out of bed. And then at work or anything, when I've worked other places in the past, or even now if I come across things, it's, especially if there's a challenge or something that's feeling frustrating, I immediately go to, I'm grateful that I'm learning from this challenge or whatever it is. An example that's not work related, but it's the best I can think of that happened recently. I was super tired on Sunday and I had to go grocery shopping at Costco, and I was like, oh, don't feel like going grocery shopping right now. I know that like that's everyone's thing, but then I always flip it around in my head and I say, I am so grateful that I can go buy healthy groceries for my family, and like that I don't have to go worry about it. Like that is so cool. And then I went off with more energy and got it done and got home like less than an hour. So like you can do that with anything. In the morning, if my dog's annoying me, one of my gratitude things is I'm so grateful that we have these dogs. They provide so much love and security instead of, oh my gosh, I'm so annoyed that this dog is on top of my foot. So it just like, it changes perspective. And then even, if someone at work is super annoying you, you can say, you don't even have to say that you're grateful for them in the challenge. You can be grateful. I used to do this a lot. I am grateful that I vibrate on a higher frequency than this because I'm going to vibe higher. And that can't affect me then. Like it's
Move
they can
right
do
on.
and say whatever they want. That doesn't change a thing for me. I am in
Yeah.
my good mood. I am in my gratitude space. I am doing what I need to be doing, and it doesn't affect me.
I wanted to go back. I was just thinking of one other. I was like thinking, should I call this a bonus or should I incorporate it into the taking breaks? But perhaps it's taking a break, or perhaps it's bonus number 4 tip to
Number
enjoying
4.
your workday a little bit more. Number 4th, is that what I said?
Yeah,
okay.
I love it.
This is why I was inspired by my day today. So it is now 2 p.m. On a Tuesday, when my mother-in-law usually watches the kids on Tuesdays, but she didn't today. And I had a full plate of work to do, even though like she couldn't watch them today. So I still had to get I had like calls scheduled. I had all this stuff that had to get done. So I really like let the TV be the babysitter for the kids today, which is not my favorite thing to do, but it had to be done. And now that it's 2 p.m. and I was like balancing work and, going down and checking on them and getting them their hummus and crackers and dealing with the crackers that weren't yummy enough, like lots of stuff has happened in it, like more than normal on my work day because I was like in mom mode and work mode. And so like a lot of times people say to us like, yeah, well, I've got young kids or my schedule's always changing. Yeah, ours too. Like it happens to everybody. Schedules change and things get thrown for a loop, no matter who you are, no matter how many kids you have, whether you have 0 or 100. Like schedules always change. And I think sometimes you need to know your limits as well. And I think like similar to the taking a break to give yourself a headspace, I think sometimes you need to take days like mental health days. I don't think enough people do that in America at all. Um, if you're out of it, if you're feeling your anxiety heightened, or if you're just feeling like, like right now I'm done. I was gonna record one more podcast after Jess and I hang up. I have a boost to record, but I'm not like my brain is done today because I've been working overtime because of my weird day today. And so I'm acknowledging like, hey, I'm gonna have to record that podcast tomorrow because I'm not gonna give it if I do, I can record it as soon as Jess and I are done, but it's gonna suck. Like it's gonna be weak compared to what I'm capable of on a fresh mind or on a routine mind. So on days that are off or whatever, like give yourself a break. If you have to be to work from 9 to 5 but you're out of it, work on something that's lighter. Don't take on the heavy tasks. Taking breaks from, even like if there's a heavy project that you've been pouring into and you just feel stuck, it means you need to take a break. Albert Einstein used to like go out on his boat and just look at the stars when he needed a break, and that's how he was inspired. So take note of that. If you're feeling stuck, it means it's time for a mental reset, and do that whether it's calling in for a mental health day, just working on a lighter project, or taking a nap, like a siesta, whatever you're able to do. Take note of that when your body's telling you that and listen to it. That's my bonus. My number 4th bonus tip.
Number 4. I was going to say, like, a lot of people might say, oh, but I'm at home with my kids all the time and I don't really have a whole lot of support because somebody else works constantly. Like, it's okay to let the TV be a babysitter if need be in an instance, or if it's their nap time, or just like let them be in an area that they are safe, and you go take yourself to a different area where you are as alone as possible and just take that break. Like, we don't have to be on top of them every single second. And extra TV or screens on a day or two is not going to hurt anybody. So like,
but you
give
know what is
yourself
going to hurt is you having
is
a
if
mental
you don't
breakdown
take the
because
break.
you haven't given yourself a
Go
break.
break. Yeah.
That is going to be a lot worse in the long run than like an extra half hour of TV or 2 hours of TV, whatever it is. That's not going to be as detrimental to your child as you are going to be to yourself and your family when you're breaking down and you're like not like you can only take so much before your emotions become fragile and frail, and then that starts to affect your entire family. They feel it from you, even if you're walking through miserable trying to suck it up. They know, they understand their mommy more than you could ever understand, and they read off of that. And it just, like, for their sake, give yourself a break. Go find a closet. Sometimes when they're extra needy and they won't give me my space, I've got a few secret hiding spots throughout the house. I just go sit in the dark and I'm like, ah, nice. That's my secret.
I love it.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for joining us on another efficient podcast. I'm so excited about our efficiency. This is less than 30 minutes. And once it's edited, it's going to be even shorter. Yay. I hope you guys like the new shortened platform, or not platform. What's the word I'm looking for? Setup structure. So let us know. Send us a message on your thoughts on the shorter podcast. And keep coming back. Also, if you want to be a part of the show, you can tell us what balance means to you. Just give us a short recording saying balance means fill in the blank, and right, was it balance? Yeah, it was. Anyway, fill in the blank and send that to podcast@inrawlife.com, and we might feature you at the beginning of the show.
Yeah, and remember to go on Facebook and join Work-Life Balance for Empowered Unstoppable Women if you have not joined already. And if you have, make sure you're showing up every Thursday and watching our live stream at 10 a.m. Eastern Time, or catching the replay, and reach out to either of us anytime that you would like some more information on what we do and how we can help you, or the best resources that we can send you.
Speaking of resources, don't forget to grab the planner in the show notes. Click that link and you'll get the free Work-Life Balance Planner.
Until next week, I hope that you guys take at least one of these tips and take even the tiniest step towards feeling better at work and enjoying work more. If you would, I don't know what to say. I don't know. I didn't know where I was going with that. Until next week, I hope that you follow one of our tips so that you can be enjoying your everyday life at work, at homework, whatever it is that you do for work, so that you're just enjoying life more. And make sure that you reach out to us. Where should they reach out to us? That's what I was thinking.
Oh. I don't know. On Instagram, I think Instagram is just the easiest way to connect.
And reach out to us on Instagram at inrawlife.co if you would like any more information on how it is that we can help you. Bye.
Wait.
I don't have any. I know. I don't. There's nothing to button.
Yes, there's such a button. Do you want me to do the button today?
Well, sure.
And if you find yourself squirreling, take the break.
Bye.
Squirreling. Okay. Stop.
You.